Hey, it's Stephanie. Welcome back. I am going to tell you how I did on my first week back in the game, back really focused to my diet and exercise program, and I want to tell you what I did and how it worked and what I'm going to do different this week. So I combined the 21-day fix with Weight Watchers Smart Points. I love Weight Watchers. I will always do Weight Watchers, but sometimes I need a kick in the butt because I am eating like candy for breakfast, and that's no good. So I just need a little bit of direction, and I had already done the 21-day fix eating program before. I actually hated it. It's not that I hated the food, I hated tracking it. So that leads me into how I'm tracking, and this is the new app. I don't even know if you can see this because this light is so bright. But this is just an app on my phone, and it makes meal planning so much easier. You can click on any one of the categories, let's say veggies. You can just click on the little box. I wish you could see this better. And it shows all of the veggies, and then it's kind of like a ticker, like a little, it keeps track. So for your meals, you just insert how many containers you used, and then it keeps track, and then it tells you what workout to do. So this is awesome. It's so easy to do it that way. But what I like to do, because I do better if I can kind of see it on paper, this just helps me keep track of the containers. But every morning I pre-plan my day, and I just put what I'm going to have for breakfast, and then I enter the containers in, what I'm going to have for lunch, what I'm going to have for dinner. And then I do put snack ideas, but I don't always stick to my snack ideas because sometimes I'm not in the mood for it. Sometimes I just want something different. So I do my meals, and then off to the side you can see all these numbers. Those are my smart points. The coolest thing is that every day that I've tracked for my containers, it's either right under like 4 or 5 smart points less than my daily allotment, or it's like right at my daily allotment. So I think that's awesome. That tells me that I'm eating a good amount of food, but the 21-day fix is kind of like ensuring that the quality of food that I'm picking is really good. So coming from a high-fat, low-carb background, I would say, eating all of the fruit and the carbs is really scary at first because and having gestational diabetes, like I just have it like in my head, like watch your carbs, watch your carbs, watch your fruit. And so even having 4 or 5 half-cup servings of a carbohydrate at first seemed really scary, but I've just trusted the program. I haven't deviated, I haven't modified it, and because I'm nursing full-time, the instructions were to go up a calorie bracket. So I went to my calorie bracket, and then I went up, which was like really scary. But I feel really satisfied. I don't really have the munchies. I am feeling really happy eating this way. I cannot believe how much food I get to eat when I'm eating this way. I am really not struggling with hunger. And for me, that's like 90 billion% of the battle. Okay, like 99.9% of the battle is just if I'm feeling hungry, I'm gonna eat. I don't like to feel hungry, like starving. So anyway, the workouts have been really good. Let's talk about the workouts. I have been really good about doing my workouts. I have been doing them in the evenings, and that turned into a little bit of a problem with just getting kids to bed and then wanting to hang out with my husband. I'm like, well, I gotta work out. And then I still have a 3-month-old who gets up several times in the night, and so then I was just going to bed later. So long story short is I'm going to try my workouts either in the morning or the afternoon. The only reason that I don't like to do my workouts in the morning is that I feel like a dog chasing its tail with hunger all day long. If I work out in the morning, I'm usually really hungry. And so I've only been saving my workouts until the evening because I don't like to feel hungry. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I will update you next time. I do have to modify a lot of the exercises. Part of it is because I'm still healing from childbirth and pregnancy. I have really, really messed up ligaments, pelvic girdle pain, and I am in some physical therapy for that. I don't really know if it's doing anything, but yeah, some of the workouts just make me collapse. So I skip those or I try to modify it. But other than that, I feel like the workouts are a really good level for me. I get a really good workout. I end up sweaty. They're fast, they're only 30 minutes, and I feel like they're really effective, which is kind of the whole point. So it's a good thing they're effective. So that's the food, that's the workouts, that's the meal planning. I did have a hiccup this week. My sister and I decided together that we were going to like motivate each other, and she had some things come up, and so she wanted to start a few days later. And so that night was actually like a really off night with our family, and so I was having a craving for pizza, and so we ordered pizza. And that does not fit into the 21 Day Fix program, but I was like, oh, well, whatever, I'll just count my smart points for today, and we're starting tomorrow. And then I just decided, well, who cares? I'm just going to keep going with my 3 weeks. So my first week is over, even though I did have one day where I was not 100% on the eating program. Some people, when they start out a new program, like right out of the gates, they're just like perfect. They're on it. They get all their meals. They don't mess up with their workouts. I kind of take a while, and I give myself permission to not be perfect and like flawless the first week, because like I feel like there's a learning curve, and especially following a new program like the containers and getting your meals figured out, I feel like it takes a little bit of practice. So last week, although I feel like I did well with the eating program and I did my workouts, I still feel like it was a bit of like a learning week. So this week I do plan to just keep doing the things that worked and improve the things like when I do my workouts, and not having like a cheat meal, as they say. I actually don't really like calling it a cheat meal. I actually hate that word. A treat, a celebration meal is what I like to call it. So none of those this week. Nothing is planned. Yeah, so that's how it's going for me, and I hope that whatever program you're doing is going well for you. I hope that you survived Easter, and I did not partake in any Easter candy this year. I know, because if I start, I will not stop, and I know that about myself, and as part of my addiction recovery program, it means being honest with myself and with those around me. So I didn't buy Cadbury eggs. I did buy some Reese's white chocolate eggs, but I did not eat one. I took mine, and I will save it for a very special occasion, maybe after I finish the first 3 weeks or the first 6 weeks or 9 weeks, whatever. Anyway, okay, so results. I'm not going to do my results until the very end of my 3 weeks, but I do weigh myself throughout the week, and the scale is going down, which is really awesome. So I'm down at least a couple pounds this week already, so that makes me really happy. So I will let you know how things go as I continue on this. Again, I'm going to be doing 3 rounds of 21 Day Fix / continuing to count my Weight Watcher Smart Points. So maybe I'll just call it the Smart Fix. I'm so clever. Smart Fix. And I'm going to do 3 rounds for sure, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do after that. So anyway, have a great week, and I will see you next time.